Hello, my name is Jorge. I am from some place. It's kind of quite racist, isn't it? It's like your name is Jorge.
So, camera's over here, by the way. This angle here.
So I just look at the screen.
No, yeah, I know, but don't try to do that. Try to look at the corner.
Why?
Because that's what otherwise your eyes look cross-eyed.
Well, if I look at the screen.
Yeah, because the camera's there. It's like when you take a picture, you're looking at the lens. You're not looking at the lens, you're looking at something else, like the screen. Only look at the screen just to get yourself into picture.
I like how the light is like fucking a biblical fucking death is about to occur from there. It's like
What's going on is just see your hand come out from the frame.
this fucking I'll give you fucking biblical fucking kill people.
Pretty much like just basically just a room tour essentially of yourself.
Of the new room, yeah.
The main reason that you're discussing about the fact that you're packing up and stuff is because you were actually leaving in it.
Yeah, moving to Poland.
Moving to Poland. How did that come across? How did it come about? But yeah, you're moving all your stuff, and we saw your old room, or you were gonna see it depending on how I edited this, but we saw the old room where the original intro was, and obviously the new room, and now you're leaving this place as well, and you're gonna take most of your stuff, aren't you?
Yeah.
But
it pisses me off about the room the most days.
so this is what's happened to the old gaming room.
Yeah.
If you look at the intro, this is where we did the intro. Pretty much in it. But now it's different.
This was a long time ago. This is part of the intro. This is now a backup room. Still stuff in here from the old room. There's just certain shit just disappeared.
A little stuff. So the new room is gonna get packed away. So what are these random figures?
Oh, these are collectibles that I have. At the back you have very rare Kubrick EV Robs, or they are Evario boys. So I had all that set for a long time. I never had the last ones. I got that recently.
Yeah.
Then they're all my Kubricks. Then you have a baby Milo in the corner. You have, these are, if I can't remember, they are, actually I can't actually remember what the hell these are. I've had them for such a long time.
So why'd you collect them then?
They're Kid Robot ones. So I'll collect these for ages.
How come you haven't got any amiibos?
Because Amiibos...
Amiibos seem like something you would have...
No, I can't bother with Amiibos.
I like this.
Those are Ken and Ryu figures. They're all urban vinyl, but they're different type of urban vinyls.
Their heads are
These
big,
ones
but they're
are
not.
yeah, these
Are they
ones are
part of the
different.
Funk Pop
No.
series?
Nope.
At all?
Nope.
You
They're
can't-
nothing to do with
You
Funk
quite,
Pop.
you quite offended that I compared it to that.
You can't, because Funk Pop is nothing compared to this. Funk Pop is different, isn't it? These are more sort of like unique than Funk Pop, because you have
Have they
stuff
released
that-
the full Street Fighter set then?
Yeah.
Let's see Ryan and Ken.
Where is it? This needs to be a bit more forward. I don't know why this is so back. So that is Ken, and that is
cool. I like that.
Ryu. And I think
So what are these
graphic novels.
graphic novels?
They're Dunnies, so they're all Dunnies.
Yeah.
So them ones are Dunnies, them ones are different. I can't remember what those ones are, but they're made by Kid Robot. Those ones I didn't bother collecting as much of. So these are all Dunnies.
Yeah.
The ones at the back that are hidden there are from Kubrick. So that guy right there, one of the horns.
Little Big Planet there.
Yeah, they're really rare though. The thing is, they're worth a lot of money.
Can't see it properly.
Yeah, I know. They're worth shitloads of money. The ones right in the back are worth like quite a lot.
Okay.
So, because they're made by Kubrick, I prefer to collect more Kubrick than I prefer to collect anything else. I don't
So
like to collect anything
what have we
else.
got at the bottom there?
So at the bottom, I've
East,
got
west.
all the first.
No, these stuff here.
Oh, that's pretty much all Japanese anime and unique graphic novels done by that. A couple of DC.
Yeah.
Down here is all my hardbacks, and then there's stuff done by a very famous artist called Joe Osco. These are French artists whose name I actually can't remember again, but he's quite famous as well. Mobius, that's it. These are done by Mobius, and then that's done by Mobius as well.
Again, yeah.
And then these are my hardback graphic novels, my big bad graphic novels that I bought ages ago. And that's the complete Hellboy set. I have all the Zelda encyclopedias, I have Fire Emblem.
So graphic novels, basically a very graphical interpretation of a
No,
novel?
it's not a novel. It's like
a book.
It's like a story, but it's a graphical version
Just
of the story.
pure pictures, yeah?
Yeah, it's quite good.
Nice.
I'll show you. Got
But
quite a few of them.
very different from a comic book then.
No, same thing. There's not any difference between a graphic novel and a comic book.
So why didn't give it a different name then?
It's just the name, innit? Like graphic novel and comic book. Comic book is singular, graphic novel is like more so collective pages. No difference between them.
Alright, so what we got here then?
So this is all of my semi sort of Japanese collection that I have. So you have Bone, which is a massive graphic novel. Nothing Forgotten Behind the Snake that I've got from Metal Gear Solid 5, and that one is from Metal
Anything
Gear
if
Solid
you
5.
want to like a close up, just pop it out.
These are my favourites. So this is the original Gundam series that was created years and years ago. I collected all of them, like in hardback and stuff, and like, I love these.
Is it complete?
Yeah, it's complete. That's like fucking complete.
How many volumes?
It's
1,
12.
2, 12, yeah?
Yeah. Then I've got thing as well. I've got my other favourite graphic novel, which is Planetus.
Hang about, are these in English?
Yeah. They're all in English.
That's
None of these
fine.
are in Japanese. They're all in English.
Then I'll be like, that'll be ultimate.
Then that's my
pointless.
other Kubrick. That's my other Kubrick collection that I don't keep into there. So that's like a box. That's all my history books. But then up there you've got Ocelot. You've got Snake again, but they're the McFarlane toys. You've got two of the guys that are from Trigon. You've got some random goddamn figurine that I have never known where I got from, and his leg got fixed with a toothpick, and he seems to have some sort of bicep dysmorphia going on him. So I just kept him. He's just like, for some reason, he's just randomly up there. Best thing about him is that if he goes into punch mode, he just spin around and around, punching round and round and around. He's undefeatable, this guy is. Yeah, he's in. Oh.
Ooh, Switch games.
Yeah, got my Switch games. What we got there? Mario Kart, Fire Emblem Warriors, which I've completed, Dragon Quest Builders, which I'm on the 3rd level now, Octopath Traveler, which if anyone knows their games will know that has completely sold out in Japan.
That. Oh shit, you actually got that.
Yeah,
oh yeah,
it's
that's
sold
the one.
out.
That's the
It's
one
sold
that.
out. Hey, wait,
That's the one that you wanted to get.
That's sold out everywhere in the world.
Yeah, I know, but it's like that game. You could kill a lot of time in that. I thought you didn't want to get that because it will kill.
No, it's 100 hours, but I
Easily
like it.
100 hours.
I like it. That I've got, so I'm enjoying this at this moment.
It's good. Let's see what's
Yeah.
inside this. I haven't actually done an unboxing. Ooh, wow. Yeah,
Because that's all the because that's all the characters that you can play with. So that's the Huntress, that's the Scholar, that's the Dancer, that's the Soldier, that's the Thief, that's the Priestess, and then that's the other person. I don't think that's the Priestess, someone else.
So how many hours have you put into that already?
I only put in like fucking 2 hours. I got distracted. I bought another game and was distracted.
So what do you think of it so far?
I like it. I think the problem is, like a lot of commenters have commented on it, it lacks sort of between the characters. There's no sort of like communication. The characters are very sort of separated from each other. So
There's no cohesiveness.
Yeah. So then Disgaea 5 I got for £27, which is a very, very long game. But Disgaea 1 is coming out beginning of at some point this year, so I'm going to get that as well. And then Legend of Zelda, which everybody knows.
Okay,
which I fucking love.
One of my favourite games.
Yeah.
Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. All
Yeah.
the days.
And then this is actually all the
I remember I
games
lent that game to you, but you didn't play it
No,
until
I
you
bought
bought your
it.
own
I
copy.
bought my own copy because the
And I
thing
took
is,
it back and I was like, I need that back.
yeah, because it's just that thing. And then these are all the games that I've collected and I've played. This is actually my PS2 and PS3 collection. That's it. There's no more. I don't own any other games. So these are the only games that I bought ages and ages ago for the PS3 and the PS4. So the PS4, I was very picky about the games that I wanted. So Gran Turismo, Guitar Man, which is one of the hardest games around. God of War 2.
PS2, you mean?
Yeah. Anubis, I've got the special edition of Zone of the Enders, but from Japan. Killer 7, which is a difficult game.
That's a Japanese version.
Yeah.
You can tell straight away because of the spine. They use colour in their spine.
Yeah.
Whereas obviously the one that we have for the PAL territory is just this ugly white.
But the weirdest thing is the American ones are the same. Yeah, no, that's the American one.
Yeah, America and Japan. They've got the better spine.
So that is the American Guilty Gear, SNK vs Capcom Chaos, which people know about, which is one of the worst Street Fighters I think because it was made by SNK. Not that good.
It wasn't using the Capcom engine.
Street Fighter 3, which was a bit weird. It's an American, from Japan.
Oh, you know they released that for the Xbox original.
Which one?
Street Fighter 3 physical edition with, I think it came with a film or something. Yeah, so that's the only way I could get that for a UK release. Whereas you've gone in for the Japanese version.
Yeah, I don't mind. I wanted to collect some Japanese version of that. Then I've got the only GameCube game that I own, which is Metal Gear Solid Twin Snakes as a remake.
Ooh, let's have a look at that one. That's a highly sought after game.
Yeah, but the problem is the case is fake. So when I bought this off eBay, the guy who sold it to me sold it a printed version.
Oh no, wait, hang on. Tell me that your artwork is printed.
So, yeah, so I've got the original game. I've got everything else. I've got the original 2 discs. Got that, and this is the original case. But
is the manual? No, not the manual. The actual outer case. You're telling me that's printed?
Yeah, that's printed. It's fake. I didn't realise this. That's a really, really good fake though.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So that used to happen. By the way, on eBay, you got to be really careful. Why don't you just get a refund?
I couldn't be bothered because the truth of the fact is, it's such a good fake, and also I'm never going to sell this game. Like, I
Such a good fake.
I actually thought about it because the thing.
Yeah,
is,
but you don't want to. Okay, just get a case upgrade, isn't it? Obviously, in the future, just buy the
No, but
inlay.
it's too expensive.
The inlay itself.
No, the inlay's too expensive. The only other thing I could do is I can make the inlay myself or get it professionally.
No, but then you'll always know in it it's fake.
No,
so
I
it'll
don't really.
That will bug me. I'm sure it bugs you.
It doesn't bug me any longer because the thing with this game is,
How much did you pay for it?
I'm not going to actually say because
For a fake label.
I paid £5 for it.
What are you lying for?
Paid £5 for it.
If you paid £5 for it, then I wouldn't be ragging at the fact that you didn't return it. But you paid a lot more, didn't you?
Paid £10 for it.
Legitly?
Yeah, legitly, 10 quid.
Okay.
But I couldn't bother to sort of screw at the guy because
Again,
at the same time,
what year
I
was
got the
that?
dual case as well. When I got this game, this is why I had to redo this. Let me explain to you. When I bought this game originally, the original case that I got and the thing, some motherfucker had punched a hole in it about that big through the fucking thing. So I got it.
Yeah.
The games were in mint condition. Everything else was in mint condition, but there was a hole in the case. So for years and years and years, I was hunting down the case. So what I did was I spent a couple of quid buying a new dual case that could hold 2 discs. Ta-da.
Yeah.
And then I couldn't find anybody selling the outlay until I found this one guy selling it. And I was like, fuck, man, it's like 10 quid, it's cheap. I don't have to buy the game again. I'm so happy.
You know, it's like 50 quid now, if not
£100.
£100,
Let's just
isn't
say
it?
it's 100 quid. If you
I'm
get the
sure it's a
original
lot.
game.
I'm sure it's
expensive.
way more expensive than even 50 quid
tons-
now.
It's really expensive.
So you're talking about 10 quid, £5. Man, those days must have been.
But
must
then
have
the
been a while
game itself cost me probably 20 quid from Amazon. I
Still.
bought it from a third party seller. I wasn't willing in those days to spend 40. It was 45 quid, and I wasn't willing to buy it for 45.
I know.
Yeah.
But, and as you can see now, obviously these games have just gone up in price now.
But I've got
So
all of
when
them.
was that? Was that again 8 years ago or something like that? You
That
bought
was a lot longer, man. That game, I only finished the case last year, or the inlay case. That's been a working project for like solid 10 years now.
So you had a hole in the original cover, and then you go and
Yeah.
ball
I'll
on
fucking through it,
with
right?
a dodgy cover.
Yeah.
I do it. That's
But then
annoying.
the other game, the thing is, I'm a Metal Gear Solid fan. So
Clearly.
I've got Snake Eater.
Can tell.
I've got Snake Eater, but I've not got Snake Eater Substance. And then I've got the original, which was kind of like a wicked find. I've got the original Metal Gear Solid with the bonus disc, which is like, yeah.
Bonus
Fuck it,
disc.
in good condition as well.
Isn't that the game where you can actually you have to take out the control pad and then
No, that's that one.
reconnect it?
That's
and-
that one to stop Psycho Mantis from like figuring out who you are and stuff.
In which one?
In Metal Gear Solid Twin Snakes. And as you can see, I've tried to. It's not really in order.
Wasn't Twin Snakes a remake of Metal
Yeah,
Gear Solid
It's one.
1?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they've never redone that one again.
No, because Nintendo owns the license for it, so they can't redo it again. Some of the licenses are a bit dodgy, so
So it's-
I think your viewers can quote. I don't know if
It's
your
stuck.
viewers will probably know, but the license for this is not owned by Sony, so they can't put it in any of the
Remakes.
remakes. It's owned by Nintendo still, because Nintendo chose to remake
But
it.
the
again.
thing is, I've seen a lot of Metal Gear Solid 2 remakes over time.
So,
So,
this can be done.
I don't
So-
understand, like-
No, that can be done because that's still owned by Konami. I think this can't be done due to licensing issues.
But if Twin Snakes was essentially a remake, what makes it
No.
exclusive?
Sorry.
What,
Twin
what's
Snakes
the...
wasn't. Twin Snakes has got a HD remake, I think. No, actually, no. That's got a Twin Snakes HD remake. I know
Yeah.
that for example. So Metal Gear Solid 3 has. Metal Gear Solid 2 hasn't. And then Metal Gear Solid 4 is. They made it as a PlayStation exclusive. But that. They done a HD remake of it because it's one of the best ones that came out.
Yeah.
Metal Gear Solid 2, there's 2 versions of it. So you have the normal Sons of Liberty, and then you have Metal Gear Solid 2 Substance, which is everything added into it. Then you have
Okay.
Metal Gear Solid 3 Substance, which is everything added into it as well. But what you're trying to say is, how comes they could do it for this, but they can't do it for that?
Well, the GameCube version, they've made part 2 again, haven't they? But
I don't
not
think they have.
in not in that form.
So they bought the license to redo Twin Snakes on the GameCube, which they did. They bought that and they did that. So in the game, you see at that time the Konami president's picture when you're fighting Psycho Mantis' pictures in the game.
Oh, okay.
And it was done by Silicon Knights. Then Sony and Konami redid this then for both consoles. So they redid this again themselves. That was redone again. That is some license issue which you would have to research.
And is there exclusivity within that game that makes it different from just being a traditional remake?
Of Twin Snakes? Yeah, the cutscenes were done by like a really decent director.
Because it's Twin Snakes, it's got a different tile compared to the original.
Yeah. The graphics are better. The gameplay, I think it was changed. It wasn't changed. It was kept
Is there more
original,
content in there?
No, I think the cutscenes were redone again, HD, done better.
Okay.
I haven't played that for like nearly 20 or 10 nigh on years. Like that game, I only clocked it once, but I've never played it ever again. I don't have a GameCube, so.
You don't have a GameCube?
Nope. I own games for consoles that I don't have because I love the game.
Oh, it'll work on your Wii.
I don't have a Wii.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, and then I have
You got a nice stand for your Switch.
Yeah, got the stand, and then I got the cable here that plugs into the Switch.
You know they released Hori released a Zelda version and a Mario version of this, and I've got the standard Hori version, which I'm a bit pissed about.
Yeah, but how much is the new version?
Same price, £10.
Is it?
Official stand.
I don't know, man. Hori, I think are a bit of a fucking con, to be honest with you.
Nah, they're good. They're good.
And then I bought this as an extra, innit? You know, you did your review for this. I bought like a spare version of these.
What is this?
The Tim Top case.
Tom
Yeah,
Talk.
yeah, you did the thing. This is the other one with the red.
Yeah, if you want to see the video of that, it's in the cards below. You can
It'll
see
be
it.
on a card, and it.
But yeah, okay, you got the ugly version of the black color.
No, but the black color they did it different. They made it red on the thing. So,
Yeah.
But I bought a second version, so
That should be really soft.
yeah.
that
If
is
my
a
girlfriend ever decides to get a Switch, I have
super
one of these. ready
super
to go
slim
for her.
case. Nice. So what was above here?
So this is just like a collection I've got. I've got Trigun Maximum Omnibus. I've got Mega Tokyo, which is an online comic book. Then
Yeah.
I've got like fantasy fiction books, and then I've got 3 characters from One Piece. So Ben Beckman. Then I've got the actual guy Luffy, and then I've got the pirate whose name I can't fucking for the life of me remember. I know I'm gonna get criticised for not knowing half of this stuff, but yeah.
It's alright. I don't have any idea either. I thought I was a Dragon Ball Z guy.
No, it is Luffy in a Dragon Ball Z costume.
Ah, see, I could tell.
No, but it's a limited. It's a rare actually. Well, it's not a limited edition. So they did a Dragon Ball Z One Piece cross where you'd have Luffy dressed as Goku, and then Goku was dressed as Luffy. But I never picked up the Goku dressed as Luffy. I only got the Luffy. So that's not actually how Luffy dresses. It's a very limited and rare piece that I just own.
Play Asia, yes. That's the one. The only time I ever bought things on Play Asia was when I bought that limited edition PS4.
Which you sold.
They
Why did you sell it for?
They-
I like to know. Yeah.
They don't know that.
Yeah, which you got rid of because of what reason? Because it's Japanese.
No, I just didn't have love for the franchise, Final Fantasy. It just wasn't. There was no love for it. The love for the system was purely because of the fact that it was a blood red system.
Well, I'm not going to rip this open, but pretty much this is a Berserk figure that I bought from Japan.
Rip it open. Rip it
it's
open.
sealed.
Rip it open.
This has got to go somewhere else, so this is going to move with me, so I can't put this out. This is going on my adventures with me when I move. But yeah, no addresses.
Cool. So we got your amplifier, deck, and okay, your computer. Let's not go into that because you can talk for days about that.
Yeah, that's kind of dusty as well.
And
You
obviously,
will probably find addresses here somewhere.
what TV have you got?
I've got Samsung's 49-inch TV,
Nice.
which I use as my monitor.
Samsung 49-inch TV, which is also used as a monitor.
Yeah, I like using it as my monitor.
Let's reenact what you did when it blew up.
I'm reading that part. This blew up.
So this is
the president of
So,
that
so,
time.
so how rare is this? How expensive is this? Do you
It's not
think?
that expensive. His box is in beat up condition, so I don't know actually what the price of this would be, but it's in a beat
Box
up
is a good condition.
Nah, it's got beat
I
up.
don't mind the
box there.
condition.
Then I've got the full guides.
You're the president of Sega.
Yeah. So I've got the full everything else. I've got the console here as well. So, and I've got the Dream passport as well.
Nice.
And I've got the full console, which you can see it's got slight yellowing going to it.
Is this one that you want to retro buy later?
I wanted to electrobyte this, and I probably will end up electrobyting this, but I don't know if I'll do it today. But
You sure you want to do it on this one? Have you got
Yeah.
another one that you want to do?
No,
on?
no, I've got another one.
Just this one.
Yeah, because
You sure you want to retro buy in case you flop?
I've shown you the retrobyte, innit? That is a retrobyte that you use.
It's a bit yellowed. I can see the
Yeah.
probably can tell.
Yeah, so it needs to, can you see the difference between that and that? So all you do is you put the retrobyte everywhere here, which is this, is the retrobyte.
Let's see.
That, you can get it online. So that's the test, is to put it everywhere, and then what you do is
So
you,
what's the name if you want to buy this online?
Jerome Russell's Blondie. If you're in England, this is in Superdrug for £1.50.
Superdrug for £1.50.
£1.50, and there's videos of this online, so you can search for this online. And someone's done videos where they've used this as retrobyte for their SNES. So rather than having a complicated version of retrobyte, the guy used this because it's got peroxide in it. Peroxide is the main thing that you need to get rid of the yellowing.
Okay.
This is why I wanted to make a video on your channel, but today is just too damn hot to do it. Is to paint this up.
It would have been perfect time
Yeah.
to just stick out in the sun because
Yeah.
they got.
But the plan was, this was the plan. So the plan is to remove this and pull this off, and then cover the console with the bowl to prevent anything from going in. So nothing, no dust or anything goes in. If anything does go in, then compress it all out on compressor, and to clean the laser, and then to retrobyte the entire lid and everything else where it was, and then to use cling film and cling film it all. And once the cling film went on it, the cling film would act as a barrier and you leave it in the sun. Then the peroxide in the sun would work to take away all the yellowing out of this.
Sometimes you got to do it a few times as well in case
Yeah.
it doesn't go, doesn't all
I
come
mean, I've
off
got
the
the
first
modem on
time.
this as well, you know that. Oh, I got this fully loaded.
Nice.
Paid £100 for this. And the thing is, it's chipped as well. Right through, I've got 2 rumbles, VR rumbles. I've got a second controller, which is there. I've got a controller in here. Got a fully boxed second controller that I've never ever used, or have used, but very rarely.
So wait, let's get a bit of a time frame here for the viewers because obviously, it's not that cheap no more. So when was this? When did you actually buy it for this price? For this bargain price?
But probably 5 or 6 years ago, I bought this because I was on the hunt to get a Dreamcast. I had borrowed someone else's Dreamcast, Wanjay's. Wanjay had a Dreamcast. I borrowed Wanjay's Dreamcast. He's got here. Wanjay gave me his Dreamcast, and then Wanjay took his Dreamcast back off me after I repaired it. So he was like, "Can I have the Dreamcast back?" I was like, "Yeah, it's yours. Take it." So I just ended up buying this, and then when I bought this, I messaged the guy. The guy was like, "The Dreamcast is actually chipped. It works however it needs to work." Like,
I bought a bunch of them from eBay and they were
like
like,
a rare box.
they were still sealed. It's like, yeah.
it's like super box.
What is that for?
That's got like £800
Ooh, let's just
You can't open it.
take that.
No, no, take that. Put it back.
So
So this is all my empty boxes that I keep. So this is like a Kubrick that I've got. Some guy called John. I think this is quite rare as well. I don't know what some of this stuff is sometimes. So I buy it, but then I don't realise what it is. So
you buy a bunch of junk as well, then I guess.
that's the original. No. That's you can't if you can't find it online. So that's the adapter, which is empty for some reason.
The one that you should have been using.
Yeah.
For so what is it? Step down converter.
Yeah, 232.
There you go.
Sync.
Step down. So that's what you should have used on that Dreamcast.
But the thing is, this is
but
empty.
you didn't. You used
straight through.
the razor. Also, the beard trimmer one, which is a straight through adapter.
Yeah, my Dreamcast version 3. I think I've got a Dreamcast.
Is it the one that you destroyed the chip on?
Yeah, it's here. The chip's here. Right there. That was what blew up.
So this.
That's what blew up.
So Dreamcast
Straight
with
to the English house,
a rubbish beard trimmer adapter from like a 2-pin to a 3-pin.
That adapter.
Was it that one? Yeah. And it was like I told you, like you need to get a step down converter and all that stuff because obviously, as you guys know, we have in power territories in the UK, we've got a different type of voltage.
It's 240 and in Japan is 110 or is 115?
Yeah, it's
So what I
240
did was
there.
I clicked it
110, I think.
Yeah, straight to the thing.
And US is 120 or something like
Yeah.
that. And you can instantly, it's like smoking out.
But what I found out
That was
about
so funny.
afterwards was that the way that you do a Dreamcast power conversion changes, you get a UK Dreamcast, and you know this board,
Yeah.
you pull it out of the UK one, you shove in the Japanese one, then you never need any cables.
Well, that's because you've actually changed the power supply itself.
No. That's in any Dreamcast. So if you have a Japanese Dreamcast or American Dreamcast, you're only working in the UK, all you do is you change the main board out. And that takes literally, honestly, that takes 10 minutes to pull out and put back in again. So what I'm trying to say is...
How does it connect to the actual console? It's just literally just...
It's there. That board, that bit right there, yeah,
is the connection.
is the connection.
So how... Like... Okay, so that's the power supply, but
So
I would have
let's put it
thought...
off. There's just been stuff on this. So what you do is, on the board, this goes in and you get the connection. And that connector there, can you see that? That's the way it fits into the motherboard. So all you would do is, if you wanted to replace this for a UK power supply, you'd get a UK Dreamcast with the power board, you'd pull the UK power board out, go to the Japanese Dreamcast, you pull the Japanese Dreamcast board out, and then you shove it in. What I'll do is, I'll send you links that you can use online, and pretty much other people have done it. I found it from suggestions of other people.
So you can
it's
just
doable.
plug in a 2-pin UK power plug now, and it will work.
Yeah. No, on my one it won't, because on my one I replaced it with the original Japanese one. I didn't want to replace it with this because I want to do
Why
the original
not?
thing.
You can have it in-
Also,
you can have it in
the
UK.
other stupid thing is, this shouldn't actually just be lying around like this, because I'm pretty sure this has probably does have capacitors on it that would store so much electricity that if I accidentally touched the wrong one, I'd die.
No, I don't think it's going to have that
Yeah, I
much.
wouldn't bother. It does. I would not bother with this. This is like the most stupidest thing I probably.
Nah, capacitor ain't going to...
Yeah, capacitors can kill you, man.
Well, I
They
don't think they can hold enough.
No, they can. They can hold enough over lifetime to kill you.
You might want to just put that inside some sort of glass housing,
I
then,
will
or
probably
plastic
end up
housing.
just getting rid of that at some point.
But basically, so that over here, smoke side coming.
That transistor there, or
basically
that part
over-
that you can see, it bulbed, and then when it bulbed up, you can see that it was going to explode.
Yeah, and you took it out, and you instantly started blowing into it.
I still got the Dreamcast. Still got it.
Oh, it's hilarious! I wish I had that on camera.
Still got it running. It's fine.
Okay, so what we got
I've
here?
got all the joypads up there as well for it.
That's your Dreamcast at the back.
Oh, it's controller. And then there's all my other stuff. But you can't start some of the stuff on the side. But yeah, that's all the other stuff.
and that's, you bought that pad.
Yeah. Which is worth £180 now, allegedly.
You want to sell it?
No.
You sure you want to take it?
And then I got limited edition thing here as well, Dark Souls. And then I got my Switch boxes. Yeah.
And then it toasted the.
The thing is, I'll be honest with you.
That's something quite I didn't realise. So obviously you can swap that out and pretty much
that's the plan.
be done with
No. See, my
using any step down and
honestly,
adapters.
that's my next mission. So when I get to Poland, is to pick up another Dreamcast in Poland and to change it around and to run it. So that's my next big project, is to get this running. So I don't need a fucking adapter any longer. But I got the Japanese one, I suppose. Is if I ever do end up selling it, at least it still has the original Japanese power supply.
Yeah, but I mean, if you get an adapter, you're going to be using it for all devices, including that one anyway, right?
Yeah, I bought power strips. So when I moved to Poland, I've got Polish to UK power strip. So it's a plug that goes into their socket, which is 2-pin. Then you can use 3-pin devices on it. So I bought that for Poland. And then this is the original sort of VMU. Well, I think the battery needs to be placed on that. And that's the puller pack that came with the Dreamcast.
Again, so you've got the VMU rumble pack, and this is obviously
What I love about
Japanese.
it is the Japanese, like the fact is it came in mint condition. That's what I loved about it the most. Like,
So a question I wanted to ask was the fact that you obviously were heavily into console gaming at a time, and you've slowly moved away from that, and you've made the PC your main thing, your Steam Beast, and you've got a handful of games which obviously you care deeply about, and you've kept. But yeah, why the change, and what was it that made you make that? Was it purely because of you didn't want clutter no more?
I wanted to go to digital. So the whole aim was at some point I wanted to move to digital, but also I just got sick of paying like over the odds for titles. Like, back to the original question, it's because I like customization. On the PC, if graphics card
It's about the mods, isn't it?
yeah,
I know you understand that people
upgrade
release.
the graphics cards. For example, Witcher 3 runs slow and I need more RAM, I can install more RAM into there. If I need a better graphics card, I can plug a better graphics card into there. I can't do that with a console. Console is limited to what it has. So if they get a thing...
What would you say for someone that's actually just getting out and started, maybe started collecting or wants to start collecting video games and consoles? Like, what would your advice be? Would it be, I mean, I would probably say you probably need space.
I would say the following. Video game collectors are arbiters of history. What you collect and what you maintain is historical. You are safeguarding games that may disappear or may not disappear. And you have people that have amazing video game collection, and they
look after it.
They look after it, but they're safeguarding, they safeguard for historical periods. It's basically keeping the game and making sure that a copy of it exists somewhere in the world. Yeah. If you're gonna game collect, either go big or go home. Like, don't jump into it. 1, you need space. 2, you need dedication.
But also, like, digital is an age where eventually in the future, certain games that you care deeply about, it might not be playable.
But this is the funny thing. If you say that, digital, I've got a vinyl player in the corner, right? And I buy vinyl.
Yeah.
I buy it because that's come back. That's meant to be dead technology. That's stuff that's not meant to be used, is not being listened to, but it comes back again. Well, you've got like SNES games cartridges, Mega Drive games cartridges, everything else. At one point in history, they will be so sought after that people want to sit there and plug them in and for the entire feel. And that will continuously happen. It goes in cycles. That at one point the N64 went into a cycle where it depreciated and nobody wanted it, nobody wanted the games.
Exactly,
and then it goes back into appreciation mode again. It's the same thing that's happening with the Dreamcast. So anyone that's going to do games collecting, my biggest advice is that 1, be serious about doing it. If you're doing it just for the fuck of it, don't bother doing it. Do it for what you enjoy. If you truly enjoy gaming and it's something that you were like, I want to collect these because I want to safeguard them for the future, do it. There's nothing, I would not say anything against that. Do it. If you're going to do it just because you want big bucks down the road or you want to peak games and sell them, I would just double think that through.
I'm
not against that. I said do it.
I would definitely, double think that approach to it, because at the end of the day, I see games as something that they need to be played. Consoles need to be played at some point, whether it's one version of it or not. At some point, get some usage out of it rather than it gathering dust. And you've noticed in yourself that things that weren't being played is not worth keeping.
I got rid of
it.
I got rid of the PlayStation 4 because I just didn't play it. But I kept all this other stuff. Sorry, I kept all of this other stuff here. Yeah.
So looking back, we've seen it.
Yeah,
just point back.
It's just that. Yeah, I know, but I kept that stuff because those were the most sentimental games for myself.
Yeah.
They were the only games that I wanted to play. I think 1 is here, so the dog is barking. And 1 has arrived somewhere. But basically, I bought like all of these because they were the only games I wanted. That's why my collection is so limited. That's why I don't have like shitloads of games. That's why I buy PC games mainly nowadays. It's down to you. A collection can be anything. It can be 100 games or it can be 20 games. It's your choice. But if you're going to go for a big collection, or for example, you've got people like Metal Jesus have, other people have, like tons of other people have.
I'd say probably like the digital route that's gone through. Steam, you've got a collection on Steam that's huge, and I understand that Steam is not something that's going to die anytime soon. But the idea of it being taken away at some point and you don't physically own it, so it means that essentially you're renting it like a Blockbuster type rental. That is something that bugs me, and that's why I choose physical to not spend my money in digital as much or as least as I can. Basically, I'd rather put my money into something physical where I can keep it and they can't revoke it from me, essentially. Which is what they do with digital media.
The world is going towards digital.
I get the fact that with new games, the majority of the stuff you download after you bought the disc is essentially digital anyway. So you're buying a coaster. But yeah, I mean, I get the future.
It's up to you.
But it's again, it's about space, right?
Yeah, it's about
Space.
space. I think it's about what you want to do. It's down to when you started collecting. Why
And
did
how
you
much
start
you wanna
game?
si- how much
No,
money
but
you
why
wanna
did you
sink
start
into it
game
as well.
collecting for? When you started game collecting, what was the driving force behind you game collecting?
Mainly the nostalgia attached to the old games that I originally played. That's what it was. And
Was it SNES games or Mega Drive games? I think it was both, wasn't it?
My very first console was a Master System,
Yeah.
but the SNES was what survived.
Yeah.
So the SNES I had, it was in my brother's possession, and then eventually I got it back with the handful of games that we had as a childhood, during my childhood. So that was probably like our second console, which I've still got, thankfully. And as a result, when I got that back as well, I mean, I started off picking up games and the Master System.
But you started off slowly,
Slowly.
didn't you?
It was Sega Master System 2.
Yeah.
That was the model that I had, and I started picking up games from that I originally played and had. Obviously, I don't have the original copies, but I basically just went back, picking up history like from my past, from my childhood, and that's what started it off. And then I would say I lost my direction a little bit, where I started picking up random stuff just for filler purposes, and I realized
I remember this
At
because
that
you would
point.
go to CEX and you'd buy like the most pointless games and be like, "Why do you need this for?"
and it didn't occur to me at that time where I would be like, am I ever going to play this? It was more of a case of, that looks interesting, I'll add that. Or was it a case of just, I had a love for original Xbox at the time. It was
You
retro
need like
system at the time.
a warning sign right now,
And-
like don't buy everything.
But yeah, I mean, I would say it's been a few years now where I've paid that back, and I've gone for only things that mean something to me. And I would personally say that that's probably the best way to collect something that
You
means
streamline your collection.
streamlined,
basically.
and also things that I also want my collection to be played at some point.
Yeah.
And I want to have things and accessories that I know I'm going to use at some point for some reason. Whether it's going to be like a house party, if you can have friends over, if you can have tournaments.
there's room for something like
I've
that.
got like
Yeah.
all the Mario Karts. We could do a Mario Kart tournament. We could do a Street Fighter tournament. It's just geared up for that, and that's what I personally prefer. That's my personal intake, my personal take on it. But there's not much to discuss about that. But obviously, you've head back and you're moving to Poland. Are you going to miss your setup? Or are you going to do something similar when you go over there? Or are you going to have a gaming room? I'll see anyway, but...
So ultimately, I'm not going to stay in Poland. So I'm playing it's go Poland, but then after Poland, I'm going to move to another country. And
Yeah.
wherever we decide to move, the ultimate dream I have is to have my own little games room, but to have all the consoles sort of set up, to have like everything on the wall. The books won't be there, but it'll be all the games and stuff.
So
And then-
like a ready to go setup for all the games and
Yeah.
consoles.
And it'll be in.
But you don't have... Well, you do have a few consoles, I guess. You do
I'm not
have-
going to pick up the PS4 again. Like that's not happening.
You've got the PS3, Dreamcast,
PS2.
Switch. You had a Wii U, right?
I had a Wii U. I sold the Wii U ages ago.
Okay. Well, I guess
So-
that's fine because most of the libraries are now available on the Switch.
So Switch I've kept. Hopefully the PS5 will be backwards compatible. If it is,
should be. It will be
If it
soon,
is,
wasn't
then I
it?
can pick up the cheap
Yeah.
PS4 games that I want. And then this luckily covers all the Microsoft games. So the Beast will cover any Microsoft. Because the Windows games, they're dual. So whatever you buy on one
Yeah.
console works on another
It works on
console.
both. Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
So for me, that's fine. The only other thing I want to get for this is another joypad.
I would say probably like have like literally just one of each system, or a system that can play a backlog of games that will cover other systems. And that
PS5.
way you would have a minimum.
Yeah,
setup.
no, I think the PS5
required.
the PS5 should do it. I did have an Xbox One X, but I didn't overuse it because
You're probably because I would say I would collect. I'm more big into collecting variants of hardware as well. I like that, and I like to have it sort of complete. One day I want to have like most of the consoles that I have. I want to have like a range of the boxes that went from the 90s back to where we are now to the current time, and have like a setup like that on the top shelf. How you'd find in old retro game shops.
I think you should get an arcade cabinet at some point.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I mean, I've got a setup for an arcade setup because I got like a Xbox modded. to do that.
You have, but what I think you should do
And
is
just got a TV, a flat screen
Yeah,
TV.
you
Rather
should
than
go
having
back
an
to-
arcade, I got arcade sticks to put with it, and on the original Xbox and the
because you got one up. What
PS2.
was it? Coin op or one up?
Coin-Ops,
yeah.
Coin-Ops 6 or 7, something like that.
And it's got like 1,000 something called
Yeah,
into it.
but also a bunch of compilation games that I'm gonna sort of use on the original Xbox or possibly the PS2. Those two systems can do that with the arcade sticks for it.
I've got arcade stick lying around.
I just haven't set it up yet. You know,
Yeah.
hopefully once we get to our, once we move as well, that we will get a place where I can sort of start finalising this type of setup. But again, it's about space to either play or whether you're going to be getting more usage out of it is what I balance my collection.
See, the thing with me is, I want a room where I can set my computer up and then have like all the gaming done on the computer. So for me, it'll be to get the actual proper 27-inch IPS display panel that can run G-Sync onto my graphics card, buy the next generation graphics card. This I'm talking about 2 years down the line.
Losing me.
Yeah, but basically it's to
PC
have,
talk.
it's to have a decent PC that will run everything, and then to have the games consoles, because I want all of this stuff. Like, I don't want to get rid of this, because this means a lot to me. A lot of the games, they mean a lot more.
They go with you.
Yeah, everything's moving with me, so it will do, but it'll all be just set up. But yeah.
Anyway guys, this is pretty much going to be, for now, well in the UK, it's going to be the last video I do with
Chicken Spring. Chicken Spring. Ow!
Chicken Spring. But yeah, I'm going to scream. But obviously, a long time childhood friend of mine that we've gone back how many years? Like
since the early 2000s, right?
Let's not give away our ages. But yeah.
Since the 1970s. Oh, my back!
I've known this guy for too long.
My back hurts. I'll be around. I think we can do one in Poland where we can go and visit game stores. So in Poland, what I'll be doing is I'll be searching for game shops in Poland, and we can go there.
Yeah, you know, apparently, like I saw a video of someone doing a collection in Spain, and they found Octopath Traveler in the store. So, you know, do let me know about, obviously, being Poland, being in a European country. I'm interested in some of the games, so obviously when you do check it out, yeah, let me know. And
I'll send you some knickknacks. If I find any retro game shops from there, I'll try and send you some knickknacks from there, like unboxing videos for what you can do.
And we'll definitely try and do some videos up there when I do visit, because I will visit you.
It's to the Arnold Schwarzenegger.
You can't get.
You know Arnold Schwarzenegger, when in Predator he goes like that. Sully, you bastard! You remember? It's in Predator, like they meet each other and then they proper start flexing their muscles like that. It's like yeah.
You son of a bitch!
But we'll meet in Poland basically.
It will happen, definitely. Anyway guys, yeah, so today, this will probably be the final video for a while.
For the dual series. Wenjay will take over though. Wenjay is always around. Wenjay will replace me.
I think like a lot of the viewers really appreciate your content. I mean, they enjoy you coming on.
Apart from one person whose comment I have not forgotten. They wanted to slap my face for Doom. Like, listen, here, you fucking fucker. What I said and stated about the fact that I didn't want to pick it up on the console, I think I should actually clarify this.
60 frames per second and 30 frames per second, you were bummed out about that.
I just don't. This is my personal opinion about this, right? And I'm going to be honest with
But
you.
I don't really want to talk about Switch.
I know you don't want to, but it's just a personal opinion. I don't think that games like Doom or Wolfenstein 1 or 2 should be released on the Switch. And that's just my personal opinion. This is my personal opinion. I prefer them to be on other consoles.
Would you not rather more options to the consumer? That's why I'm looking at it.
No.
Like, give the consumer options to say no, rather than not have it on the system in the first place. Because then you're removing it from.
I think you should give. I think you should give, and it's down to each person. But sometimes,
yeah, exactly. So
like, look at Skyrim. Skyrim got released on Switch, didn't it? Do you hear what that guy said? There's a guy said, he goes, if you don't want us to make Skyrim anymore, stop fucking buying it.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you get what I come from, don't you?
This is the mentality you gotta take. That's what the developers saying themselves, isn't it? If you don't want us to remake it, don't.
I don't think it does it justice.
So same with Doom, same with Wolfenstein.
I just don't think it does it justice.
If you don't want them to have it,
Yeah.
don't buy it.
No, I just don't.
And I'm really happy the fact that they are getting the third party support. They're
They
getting
get Wolfenstein too.
triple A developers are showing love, and hopefully more will come with this influx.
Let's wrap this up. We're gonna head out. Let's wrap this up. Listen, it's been good making the videos. I wish you the best with your games collection, and I will try and send you stuff from Holland. So we will send you stuff from there. But yeah, just keep it up and keep on going. I think like your games collection is great and it's growing. I think your
it's
content
good
is good as well.
good setup. But I'm gonna miss having you on the show anyway, because obviously, yeah, a lot of viewers enjoy you being on there. The Christmas videos that we've got every Christmas. We're gonna do that again.
I will come for Christmas.
Yeah?
I will come for Christmas.
We'll do Christmas specials. Don't worry about that. But you know,
Christmas
any specials that we do, we'll have Vanjay.
Vanjay's here. Vanjay's in the
We'll have
building.
Vanjay in the building.
Vanjay's in the
We'll
building.
have him
Vanjay's in the house! Vanjay's in the house! Come
going
on,
on?
son of a bitch! Oh, Vanjay's
Go on, man. You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Vanjay's getting bigger and bigger year by year. Look at him. Look at that fucking. Look at
Go on, look at
that. I'm fucking like half a Vanjay. I could just hide behind you.
Yeah, you can actually.
Vanjay, ladies and gentlemen, you came for the last video.
You got past the dog down there, yeah.
Yeah, that was all good.
Yeah, look at the other guy. Look at my arm. Look at the other guy. He's gone.
I think the dog is scared of him. To be honest with you, probably wouldn't want to fuck with you.
Nah, well, basically we're just saying that obviously
We're saying no goodbyes because
he's over.
Oh, right.
He's gonna be gone. So it's
Yeah.
more of a case of when we're gonna do more specials when he comes over during Christmas. And
So
it's just sad that we're not gonna have. But people enjoy the content. It's always been fun. What was it? We did the 1 anniversary for the Switch, and that was hilarious.
Yeah, that
Actually,
was a
loved
sick video. I like
was
that one.
Hilarious. That was too good.
Had a little bit of fun.
Once
you see him in the game, other than it was a fantastic game.
Funny thing is, after that video, I bought a Switch in the last year.
Yeah. You were still like torn between the two.
Yeah.
You were on the fence, and well.
I like it. It's a good console.
I'd like to say that the video.
Battery life is bollocks. But
I'd like to say that the video
There must
helped.
be a way of upgrading that battery life.
there is. You get like a third-part accessories that you can plug in the back. But I don't bother with that.
I like to think that the video helped sway your mind on your choice.
Oh no, it totally helped me not pick up Street Fighter. Like 100% helped me not pick up Street Fighter or something.
We're gonna cut it right now.
Totally made my decision to pick up some shit games that game out here. I basically bought it because I wanted JRPGs, and for that I love it. But that's it. It's pretty much over and out then, isn't it?
It's over. Yeah. Alright, cool. Until next time.
Take it easy, guys.
See you later.
Adios.
Bye.